The Avis Budget EMEA, the expense process before Meridian, was largely manual process without any consistent control, and we didn't have any workflow for authorization of the expenses. Before we outsourced the process to Meridian, we had VAT recovery, but mostly on a local level. Some countries did also foreign VAT reclaim, but that was inconsistent and largely uncontrolled. From outsourcing the expense process, Avis Budget was looking for most of all the standardization of the system and also the standardization of the audit of the expenses. On the top of everything, we'd like to have a standard foreign VAT recovery process, which we didn't have before the Meridian outsourcing. Avis Budget was benchmarking the market, both in terms of the solution and service providers, looking for the right level of professionalism, experience, and a can-do attitude, which we found in Meridian as our outsourcing provider for expense claim process. Avis Budget selected Meridian because we had the three services from one hand. First of all, the system, a standard system all across the EMEA region for the expense claims. Also the standard audit of the expenses by an outsourced provider. And number three was the standard VAT recovery process, including the foreign VAT recovery. Outsourcing the expense claim process is important for Avis Budget because we see this back office procedure, if not managed properly, eating up an unproportionate part of the resources. Having a standard system solution, an audit solution, and on the back end the VAT recovery solution frees our resources up for the more value-added activities in the back office area. What instantly comes into my mind is that don't be intimidated. It's not as difficult as it looks like. And I think there are quite many, I would say, mental hurdles to overcome in the outsourcing, into any outsourcing, but particularly into expense outsourcing, because it's literally something which involves every people in your organization. The biggest challenge, I think, is the change management within the organization. Again, I think it's a relatively easy process. However, it can be done 1,000 different ways, and it is indeed done in 1,000 different ways. And having that done the same way, i.e., standardized way, I think this takes most of the time. So I would say change management, if I would be naming just one.